s3db.googlecode.com. This is where the 5-minute installation of S3DB starts. Then you go to this site, S3DB installer, save it. It's a small application, only 71K. You click on it, starts, next. This is a good place, or anywhere else you want to. Now, 3 applications will be installed: WAMP, which will include Apache and the web server, and then S3DB itself, and then the browser will open and will continue the setup. So let's carry on. Before you start this, you have to make sure you don't have Skype running, as this warning tells you. And as I showed you, in this particular machine it's not running, otherwise you just exit. Now, WAMP itself is being pulled out from this project, wampserver.com. So it comes. If the connection is as slow as you see here, it may take a few minutes. Now WAMP is installed. Next, accept the agreement. Continue. This is a good place, like any other place will be good. Now give it some thought if you want to create a quick launch icon, desktop icon, or just one of them. Let's continue. And we are now 1 minute into our 5-minute installation. Choose the browser, I like Chrome. There we go. Installation about to be finished. Give it some thought if you want to expose your computer as a server or not. I'm just allowing here domain networks and work networks, not public, although often your firewall prevents it to be exposed anyway. This you don't have to fill this in, but you can. WAMP server now is finished installing, and we are moving to the installation of S3DB itself. Let's look at the project page, s3db.org, while this starts. Oh, it's done. So now the browser is going to open. Just make sure WAMP is enabled. Let's make sure. So WAMP icon is now there. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, put it online. By default it will be offline, so just make sure it's online. And notice the little yellow icon. There it is. It's now online. Now, okay. And now we have S3DB itself, meaning the PHP files that will be on the server side. In the meantime, you already have s3db.org URL. You should bookmark for documentation, and there we go. So now the browser should open anytime. There it is. Now as you see, localhost is now open. You should give it a deployment name, some information about what this is about, email, keywords, etc. This information will be stored, if you agree, in the configuration file. And in principle, you don't have to look at the advanced options, but you can. So if you want to configure your MySQL account, you could. So WAMP includes MySQL and Apache and PHP. Let's create a configuration. And the administrator password, which you will be using, the administrator account, to create users afterwards. It's created. Notice is the IP of your machine. You can come back to this page anytime to update the IP associated with this unique identifier for the S3DB deployment 1015964. So if you move to another domain, another area, network, you get a new IP, and you just can come here and associate a new IP with the same deployment ID. So someone else can still get to your S3DB deployment if you change IPs by using the unique deployment ID. Let's continue, log out. We can now log in as administrators and create an account. There we go. So this is the admin page for S3DB. Remember that S3DB has a RESTful HTTP API exposure. It's called S3QL. You can read more about this in the project page, s3db.org. It also has, as you can see here, a Sparkle endpoint, which is an important feature in this day and age where the semantic web is taking over. Now let's create a user. I'm just going to create myself as a user. You should, of course, be using the admin password, the admin account to do your work. You should use one or more users. You can create as many as you want, and users can also create users if you create a user with the admin group. And let's see, we're almost done with our 5-minute installation. Let's log out, and I think we are done. We can now log in, and now you'll see my name showing up at the top. You see that? User Jonas, and let's look at projects, and we can create new projects and get started.